He had IZs not too long ago. I'm sorry. Inheritance zones come around once every week. That's not an event. That's not creative. That's not fun. It's literally the same thing every single week, week by week, and it's just rotation. Whereas, like, when you get something of, like, Dokkan that pulls together, like, random fun events and stuff, like, the fact that they took all those movies, right? So the movies not only have an effect on the storyline, but the movies also, every time they come around, they refresh, so you can still get, like, new stones and stuff. And they add new characters, and they update old characters, and the card art is obviously dope, but then they also update older events so that way newer units can benefit off of them. This game just doesn't have a workaround like that. Like the fact that a lot of these raid characters are shitty. They need to do raid character only events, like how Dokkan has strike only characters in order to, like, unlock LRs. So I think that's dope. That's amazing that they do that. 30 million download celebration. Yeah, but those celebrations are, like, they don't increase the drop rates of the featured characters that they put on there. That's the thing. They still give you the same 3 to 5%. I don't even think it's 3 to 5. Like, the fact that that other banner, they had almost every single character in the game on that banner, but you couldn't get, I think it was like, what was it, the lost characters? You couldn't get the lost characters on it, and those are the only ones I wanted. Also, the pick a 6-star, that was really cheap. That was like, oh, okay, like, okay, you get one of your choosing of a certain type. Like, just give me one character that I choose. Like, just give me a fucking character. Like, they should be doing that type of stuff, like, once a month. You know, this game's not, like, once you get to mid-game, you're basically done with the game. Like, it really encourages buying, whereas Dokkan doesn't necessarily encourage like microtransactions, but Blazing does. Blazing is really bad with microtransactions. Once you beat the game, that's it. Because you're kind of fucked and you're kind of done. Because otherwise, events are only going to give you one stone each. So, but this game, in order to get orbs, is super easy. It's very generous at first, but when you get to, like, mid game, like where I'm at, it's like, okay, you either buy or you, like, sit here and you grind for days and days and days, and it's not fun. Like, maybe if you're grinding for a purpose, like I say this now because they haven't dropped a new Aizen. When they drop a new Aizen, then I'll be excited about it. But until then, like, they're just skipping over certain characters that I think would just benefit from being in the game right now. Let me see, how much have I beaten? Yeah, I still got to do the whole story on hard mode. I still haven't finished. I'm on part 6, but that's super close to 13. So it's like, there's not much left in the normal slot, but then there's the whole game here. I finished almost all of these. New captain. Oh, I think this is the new one. So there's not much left there. The league stuff, I'm gonna be honest with you, the PvP shit is boring as fuck. That shit is awful. Guild stuff, that's kind of cool. I think they need to do better. That's another thing, like, the guild stuff sucks in this game. Like, the guild rewards are trash. Like, you spend all of this time, like you accumulate a lot of time playing guild quests and doing the things for guilds. It's fucking trash. The rewards are awful. Not even just for, like, low-level stuff, just stuff in general. Like, you should be getting orbs. Like, the whole point of this game should be to get you to play more. Not, oh, how can we get you to play to a certain level where you start spending money? There's just a lot of stuff that this game doesn't do very well. Like, I love that there's so much story, but that's because that's source material. That has nothing to do with the game. Like, that's based on the source material. The source material is long as shit. I'm sure if there was a One Piece game, the story would be fucking endless. So, you know, I think that's great. I also think they should take more filler stuff and more movie stuff and make it regular events, not just side story missions. So I think there needs to be more of that. Like, some of that stuff already exists, but they need to drop characters. They need to drop actual, like, worthwhile characters. Like, this should be more free-to-play friendly. Like, this right here, I think this is a good idea. Captain Kamamura, this thing right here, this is very creative. I think this is really dope. This is great. You get Brave Soul accessory tickets, which Brave Soul, you get, I think the ratio is like less than 10% of getting a good item, which is 1 in every 10 of these Brave Soul tickets that you get. Like, what? That's awful. And then you only get 4-star stuff. Like, that's not cool. Like, a lot of this stuff is not cool. Although I will say getting Power Hearts is dope. They need to have weekly Power Heart events. I think that needs to come back. I think that's something that needs to be instated. I think these type of clear event bonus mission type things, there's too much of a grind. Like, when you beat some of these really hard missions, and they're not even really hard, they're just labeled hard. When you beat these, the meter should go up a lot faster. Like, they're tickets, for God's sakes. These tickets do not give you a guaranteed drop at all. Like, why is this game so stingy with something that is literally almost useless? These tickets are almost useless. Less than a 5% chance of getting, like, a decent character. And by decent, I mean a 4-star. These intensive frenzy courses, these are great and everything, but they come along like what, once every 1 to 2 weeks, and they stay around for a while. I think these should drop the characters, because if you haven't played the Darkwing Frenzy, if you've never played that before, now you just got this event just sitting here and you don't get this character. It's fucking useless. This needs to be a video. You need to make a video on the issues with this game. Hey, listen, man, I'm constantly trying to do stuff. I don't know what it is that I'm trying to do, but it is what it is. I think these raid characters are fucking useless. These raid characters actually need to be worth getting. Like, I think the raid characters, they need their own event where it's like, it's almost like boss rush, right? So say it's like a boss rush event, but you can only use raid characters. So unless it's a silver star character, you can't play the event. So that way, you have to play the raids. The raids become worth something. You want to play the raids. And then, you not only want to play the raids because you want to get the characters, but you also want to get the characters so that way you can max them out. Like, fully max them out. And I mean, like max their super attack out. A lot like Dokkan, you have this special attack here. So if you get 5 of a character and you max him out, yo, that's the highest that you can get him. Like, you can't get him any further. You didn't maxed out his skill tree. You didn't maxed out the different accessories that he can get. You've run IZ challenges to where their augments, like, they should do, just like how they do character links, they should do accessory links, and they should have levels too. You should be able to upgrade their slots. You should be able to chain certain teams together. There should not be a reason why any character in this game has no affiliation. Like, what is this? What is this? No affiliation? No. As soon as this character came out, they should have invented an affiliation for him. They should have invented they should have added in the Quincy's. Like, that should have been a faction that they added in. I don't understand how lazy this shit is. Like, that's basically what it is. It just comes down to laziness and a lack of creativity that these motherfuckers couldn't come up with an affiliation for this character. There should be character chain links. Like, if you have the same character on multiple teams like this. So you see they have team effects, Squad 2, Masters of Stealth, Captains, 5-star. They should have more for certain characters. Like, if I put, hold on, let me see if it'll work. Let's take Team 4. So we're gonna put, let me see, there should be like an Ichigo somewhere that I have. Vizard Ichigo. So if I put Vizard Ichigo on the team, and then let me find Shinji, this one. So I'm gonna put Shinji on the team, and then let's, see, so automatically right here, this is an issue. Where are the team effects? If I wanna run a team of 2 characters, that needs to be it. Like, I need to see Vizards, I need to see 5-stars, like, I shouldn't have to complete a team. Like, I should see the team effects stacking up. Shinji, he's a Vizard. Nothing! Why do they have nothing? Hold up. They have 5-star. 5-star Link. Are you fucking serious? Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Let's put Hachi. Soul Reapers. Okay, I got Soul Reapers. That's it? That's all you gonna give me? I don't get a Vizard's bonus? I don't get nothing else? Literally, that's it? I don't get a Karakura Town. I don't get a Human's bonus. I don't get nothing. We will get a Quincy, I bet you. That's the thing. We shouldn't be waiting on a Quincy. I don't understand. Like, it doesn't make any sense. That's 1K orbs right there. Listen, just because I don't sit here and I max out all my 5 stars, it's because I'm waiting for, like, specific shit. If I'm about to sit here, that's because I know how precious these orbs are. And that's the only reason why I refuse to max some of these characters. Some of these 5-star raid characters, I know I will never be able to touch them ever again. They become useless to me. Once they get this little star up here in the corner, that's it. What do I have them here for? They're not good for links, they're not good for character bonuses, they're not good for anything. So why the fuck would I just sit here and just like, oh, well, I'm just gonna max all these characters out? Because what happens when I run out? It's not like they're continuously adding raid characters, it's not like they're continuously adding more content, they're just not. Everything is just trickling in, and I understand that, like, some people are just like, oh, they want the game to last, so they're not gonna, like, throw all their best ideas out there. Yes, the fuck you should. That is the point of creativity. Like, if you're not creative enough to come up with events and shit, the fact that I just created 4 events literally in a span of 10 minutes is just like, what? What? How can these not already be things? Then they came up with these stupid ass resurrection things that, unless you're in like mid to late game, are not beneficial at all. It's stupid. It's just fucking stupid. Then they have that hidden PvP shit where it is, if you're not like 7th seat, I think the other one is 5th seat and the other one is 2nd seat and captain. If you're not of those levels, then you can't play those co-op missions. Like, they just don't even show up. You would never know they're in here. They would at least need to be in here and be grayed out. Like, you can click them, but then it doesn't let you play them because they're grayed out, because you have to be at least, must be 7th seat in order to play this event. Like, it's fucking stupid. Like, this game just doesn't do smart shit. It doesn't do very simplistic shit. And that's why I think Dokkan just shits on this game. Like, this game is the funnest, this game is the best when it comes to free to play. Like, it's very good to, like, very friendly to free to play free to play players, but outside of that, it's fucking trash. Just trash. Just like in Dokkan, there should be characters that boost special attacks. Exactly. Then you won't get no 5 stars, you gotta take a chance. Wait, hold on, what is Bree talking about? That's about 1K orbs right there. Then you won't get no 5 stars. You got to take a chance. You don't have to max them out. But I think Naruto Blazing is one of the best, like, when it comes to summons. Because when they have premium events, like if you go to the summons, right? They've introduced somewhat of step summons before, like when Orukiora and like this Getsuga Ichigo. They've introduced the step banners. So I don't understand why that's not a continuous thing when they have something like something like this banner with 3rd year Orukiora on it, like 2nd year Ichigo, 1st year Aizen, like Genryusai, Bankai. Like, these are characters that should have a step banner. Like, you should be able to guarantee me, like, look at, there's 5 featured characters on here. Bruh! Come on now. Come on now. You need to, this game just needs to fucking step it up. This game needs to step it up. They're just not creative. That's the thing. Dokkan is too cheap. This game is not cheap. Blazing is not cheap enough. And then Dokkan is the most creative. Blazing is just the most, like, it just has the most amount of characters. Actually, no. Dokkan has the most amount of characters in it because there's like 10 to 12 to 20 different variations of each character. Why are there not 5 different versions of this specific Aizen? I should be able to get him in different types of, like, attributes. You know what I mean? Like, he should come in more than green. There should be like two versions of him. There should be a green version and there should be a red version. You know what I mean? Or maybe some with different card art. Genryusai, this version, he should have 2 different versions of this one-arm version. These tag team characters are a great idea to be creative about, like, creating new characters. There should be a tag team Toshiro Matsumoto. There should be one that's Momo Toshiro. There should be one that's Hiyori Shinji. Like, Rukia Renji, Byakuya Rukia. Like, what? Come on. And then, Nessa, I know you're over here like trying to defend this game, but I've been playing games for a very, very long fucking time. If you're not creative, like, your game's gonna die. It's that simple. Like, you can defend it all you want to, but this game's gonna die. Not only that, the Bleach fandom, not as powerful as like Dragon Ball and Naruto. Let's not even like try and get it twisted that this game is like popular, because it's really not. Like Dokkan just celebrated what, 250 million downloads? This game got what, 3 million, 30 million, 30 million, excuse me. But Dokkan has 250 million downloads. 250 million. That gap is ridiculous. Naruto celebrated, I think it was like, what, 100 million downloads? Naruto blazing. Are you kidding me? This game is just unbalanced, Jay. That man is Satan. The fuck? That's not how it works? I don't know. I'll only defend it to a point, Jay. Come on now. Hey, listen, you can tell me if that's not how it works, if you're not supposed to play these games. Like, the whole thing about Bleach Brave Souls that I loved at the beginning was it required you to play more and more. The daily logins were great when I first started playing. The characters, obviously I love Bleach. Like, the lore of the show gets me like allured to it. But if I'm not like a huge Bleach fan and I need something, if I'm just thinking from a middle, like in the middle, like I know about Bleach, but wait, is Dokkan the one with the bubbles? Yes, Dokkan is the one with the bubbles. But you know what's amazing about Dokkan, Lucid, and I love this about Dokkan, is it's more about the RPG elements. It's not about the bubbles. The bubbles are whatever, like, you know, they just fit them in there. The main thing that attracts me to this game is that, is that it has full-on gameplay. Like, you touch on the screen, you swipe to dodge, you know what I mean? Like, it's full action, it's full auto gameplay. Naruto blazing, turn-based. You know, like, I don't really care for turn-based unless it's strategic, and Dokkan is very strategic for certain events. So, you know, it is what it is. They need to crimson Yuok into a better type. You know what? Yuok is a fucking disappointment in this game. He's fucking awful. So, you know, it is what it is. This game is just